So one of the ways that I stay productive here is that I come out here on the treadmill and I'm watching a video right now. You see, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm on the treadmill and this is how I learn. So like if you are trying to build your career after prison, you got to find ways that you can always be productive. And I think if you look through the Prison Professor's channel, what you're going to see is that, I work really hard. I publish every single day. And by publishing every single day, I am building an audience. So I got a sponsor now. It's cbdtv.com. And as a result of their sponsorship, I'm able to spend more time creating content that will teach and inspire people in jails and prisons. So earlier this morning, I taught the first of a series of classes at the Mecklenburg County Jail in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm looking to develop this model over the next several months so that I can get into more jails and prisons. And why is that so important? Well, during this era where you got a pandemic going on one side, and you got 40 million people unemployed on the other side, and you got civil unrest spreading across countries in America, the last people to be able to get ready and prosper are going to be the people who are coming out of prison. And so I see this as an opportunity to give back. And so I'm reaching out to corporate sponsors and explaining to them, hey, there is a mechanism to building a life of success and meaning and relevance after a struggle. And that struggle may be like mine, where I served multiple decades in prison. Or it could be a struggle like many of the people that we see on television right now that are, people that are, really upset with the way of the world. And you got to forgive this camera. I'm just doing an authentic video while I'm out here running and learning. So the roadmap that we offer in our course is not something I can take any credit for having invented. It's what I learned from leaders. Leaders of business, leaders of philosophy, leaders of human rights, leaders of government, leaders of entertainment. All of them adhered to a very clear plan. They knew how to define success. Then they understood where they are at a given moment and what problems they want to solve. So next, they put a plan together. And that plan was going to help them bridge from where they are to where they want to go. Similarly, if you're in prison, or you're in struggle, or you're having to reinvent yourself in the era of COVID-19, or in the era of civil unrest, or in the era of 40 million people unemployed, then it's really important for you to define what you're going to do. And then it's important to put priorities in place. So in an effort to bolster credibility with the program, besides getting sponsorship from cbdtv.com, I also have been reaching out to influencers and explaining them the situation of what we can do to help teach and inspire people in jail and prison. I'm super excited because I connected with a young man who is the most successful YouTube audience for success after prison. He runs a show called The After Prison Show. His name is Joe Guerrero. Amazing story. Who's built his YouTube channel to more than 1.3 million subscribers. And I reached out to Joe, told him what I'm about, what I'm trying to do, and asked him if he would help by sharing his story about what did he do to really crack the code and become successful. And like every other person who's successful, he's super humble, says that he was lucky. But the reality is, through my 1 hour conversation with him today, I know it was all about hard work. It was all about making a commitment. It was all about putting priorities in place. And some of the priorities that he put in place when he got out of jail was to make a 100% commitment to success. And that's why that's a really important module in our course. And then he set goals. Then he pushed forward with 100% commitment. He went to work, concrete plant, 12-hour shifts. After that, he'd come home and train himself on how to edit. And he may have published a video that's getting the type of engagement that I'm getting, which is like 10, 15, 20 views. But he did it every day after day, month after month. And after a year, something happened. Fell into an algorithm. The world found him. Told me 20,000 subscribers an hour, 40,000, 60,000. And you can imagine the fulfillment and the excitement and the joy. He quit his job at the concrete plant that day and went on to build a phenomenally successful YouTube channel after getting out of prison. So I looked at Joe as an incredible resource, incredible leader, incredible self-directed man who, instead of waiting for the government or anybody else to solve his problems, he put in the work, he created the plan, he executed on the plan, and as a result, he became the best in the world at what he set out to do. So I'm really excited that I'm going to be able to take that message into jails and prisons every day and hopefully teach and inspire some of the people that are going through our Straight A Guide program. And that is what I wanted to share with you in the midst of my run. Now I got to turn back to lessons that I'm taking on digital marketing so I can continue to spread this message around the country. Be right. Subscribe to prisonprofessors.com and ring the bell so you will know every day when we submit a new episode. Thanks.